Hi friends, let's make some Christmas tree decorations for my mini tree and chat about boundaries. So, things I've learned basically during my college years, my first year of college in graphic design, being, from high school, I've never been to the big city. There's a ton of people. It's like expanding my world, from my high school peers that I knew for almost 10 years. We kind of follow each other from elementary, junior high, high school. And going into college, you're running into like a huge group of people. But lucky for me, I was always I grew up kind of in a big city already. So basically in college, I remember at lunch, there wasn't many places to sit at my college at the time. So there was always this chair in a hallway, and it was kind of like a corner. And I always remember I had this one friend that she liked to eat her lunch there because it was a comfortable seat and it was pretty quiet. And, meeting different people. People were coming from all different parts of Ontario, and there's lots of small towns. And this particular friend, she was from a small town. So coming to the big city, a busy city like Toronto, it was quite overwhelming for her. And so she liked that kind of secluded corner, which was in a hallway on the floor of the department for graphic design. So I remember one day walking by, and I noticed this other guy was sort of sitting opposite from her because there are two chairs opposite each other. There was like a wall and then a sort of a corner wall, and they weren't that far apart, but there, it was the distance. And I remember she looked really uncomfortable one day when I walked by. And I remember for a week that kind of kept on, and the guy kind of moved closer because you could move the chairs around. And I asked her one day, it took me a week to figure what was going on. Like, do you know this guy? Are you friendly with him? And she told me no, and I was like, well, why are you letting him, you know, watch you while you eat your lunch? Like, why? And we were talking in the washroom about this, and she was like, oh, I don't want to be rude. And I'm like thinking, you're just trying to eat your lunch, girl. Like, this isn't right. So basically, I was like, it came to me one day, if you're feeling uncomfortable in order to make someone else feel comfortable, then something has to change. If it takes more from you to make someone comfortable, then something has to change. Because she was also older than quite a few people. I remember that too. She was a mature student, and me being like a 19 at the time, 18, 19, you know. But yeah, and I remember that really kind of struck a chord with her, realizing, why am I letting myself be uncomfortable to be polite in order for someone to, come into my space, come into my personal space. So I remember not long after that, she did report him, and he stopped sitting right beside her or creeping closer to her, which was incredibly awkward. So my point is, boundaries are important to set, and it may make other people uncomfortable, but it's not worth making you uncomfortable in order to make someone else feel comfortable. It shouldn't cost you more to give. It shouldn't cost you more of your comfort to give up, to make someone else comfortable. You shouldn't have to give up something like that, your sense of safety, in order to make someone comfortable. Yeah, touching upon boundaries, It's something as an artist I always found hard to do because, you have a lot on your mind and sometimes you just kind of like are like, oh, forget about it, move on, whatever. But I find that over the years, if you don't set clear boundaries with people, with yourself, but mainly with how you interact with people, those sort of, you know, digs at you over the years, they build up and they kind of erode your sense of worth. So, the importance of setting boundaries, it takes practice. It's definitely taken me years of practice of kind of being more smooth about it over the years. And, it takes pointing things out, self reflection. And, it basically is like when you're hanging out with a group of people, how do you feel after? Do you feel full of energy? Do you feel excited to do more? Or do you feel deflated and like you'll never live up to their standards, or you're never good enough, or you just feel empty and just miserable afterwards? I've definitely had those types of those types of feelings after interacting with different groups of people. So as an artist, it's so important to um, you keep track of your own emotions, but it's like how do you feel after? That's something that's always important to keep track of. And practicing setting boundaries, it's just simple. You just sort of, identify what is it that's making you feel bad or making you feel angry, or not even just angry, just feeling like, wait a minute, that's not right, or it just kind of makes you take a pause. What is it? Is it some type of comment? Sometimes it's a quick comment and it takes a few tries to catch it all. It can be a snap compliment or a snap judgment on what you're wearing. It could be something about how you drew something or some type of questioning your decision. It's all types of little things that it takes time to recognize, like a side snark about, oh, are you sure about these colors? Are you sure you're doing that right? Things like that. And setting boundaries about and letting people know, yes, I like to do it that way. I love these colors. Here's an example of that, setting up a boundary of like, no, you don't talk to me like that. You don't treat me like that. Boundaries. So, and the more you practice boundaries, I found too, practicing over the years, oh, I sleep so much better at nighttime. You'll realize you'll sleep like a baby. You'll sleep so peacefully. And also free your mind more, and you'll be more creative too. And think of more amazing arts and amazing things to create and share with the world. So make sure to set those boundaries early and practice doing it, and to not feel like you're going to hurt someone's feelings too much. You can do it in a smooth way. Oh, I do actually like these colors. These are my favorite colors, gold and green. I really love them. And I really want to decorate making these miniature candy canes. How cute are these? These are so cute. My mini Christmas tree. I'm making so many. Should I make some silver ones? Silver and gold? I think I might. Oh, ASMR. I'm gonna make some silver and gold ones so that they pop a bit more. See, when you set boundaries, it frees your mind, it frees your heart. I'll make sure to finish this up. It frees your heart so that you're not constantly angry for no reason, or you're just always feeling angry, I find, when you don't set up proper boundaries with people, bringing up certain topics, it's a lot of practice. So just making sure, it's easy. You just walk away, or you just sort of say, I have to go now. And you just walk away. As soon as they hit those points, sometimes people, they don't realize they're doing it. And, you make a note of it every time you interact, that next time this person says A, B, I'll say, oh, this will be my response. and I will end the conversation quickly and walk away. You say, have a good day, have a good lunch, I'll see you later. But yeah, college is very eye-opening. The first year, there were so many funny stories. I'd love to share them with you from the City College. Some of you might have heard of that. But yeah, opening up your world, it's so many great things, and it's a great time to practice how to set boundaries with people. And yeah, I love metallic colors. But boundaries are so important. I cannot emphasize that enough, because it's a part of, figuring out who you are. And that's, again, so important as an artist. The more you know yourself and love yourself and you respect yourself, the easier it'll be to set boundaries and to keep them. As I hit my 40s, I've come to realize for myself, I'm just not going to take any nonsense from anyone. And I'm not rude about it. I just say, no, thank you. And I just politely walk away. And that's what I do, because I just don't have the energy to fight like that, I don't have the energy to try to prove anything. I'm not trying to prove anything to people about how wrong they are and they should think this and that. I'm not about trying to change people's minds about what they think about me, but I'm here to teach them how to treat me and how to show respect. So, boundaries. And believe me, having boundaries, it's so freeing. It frees your mind so that you can create and continue doing what you love and grow as an artist or a crafter. Look how cute, how cute. I love how these are turning out. This makes me so happy. Maybe I'll make 2 out of this. And then I have to cut this one in half. I almost forgot about these. And look, a simple craft. And, do what you love. Make little crafts too. Creating makes me happy. Making little tiny candy canes makes me happy. Do what makes you happy and set boundaries with people. Look, I have so much. I gotta turn this around. Let me turn this around and add more. They are all over the place. I love it. I think I'll get some red pipe cleaners or twisters tomorrow and add some red, because it needs red. But yes, always learn to set boundaries with people and just simply, walk away. Don't fight. Don't waste your energy. But, it takes practice. Mini candy canes, and have a happy holiday. Let me finish up. Look how cute. How cute. Oh my gosh. Bye.